My name is John Still, a senior at Charlottesville High School, and I'm going to recite the Pledge of Allegiance for the people who lost their lives in 9/11/01. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
I'm Maurice Cox, Mayor of the City of Charlottesville, and today is September 11th. As our community prepares to remember the tragedy of last year, there are a number of ways in which this community has decided to honor those who lost their lives and those who worked to help survivors. And I hope that though many will take advantage of those opportunities throughout the day. I feel really honored that this community has organized itself to remember the tragedy, but also to show the country that all over America, Americans are going about the business of trying to heal, trying to continue to be vibrant and optimistic about our future, and that part of doing that is remembering. In fact, never forgetting, so that this kind of tragedy can never be repeated again. So while we use this day as a day to remember, I hope also people will use it as an opportunity to reflect on how we survived, how resilient this country is, not just New York and Washington, but places small and large that have gone about the business of continuing to keep this country great.
Hi, I'm David Dillon, creator and executive producer of Caught in the Act Live. On September 11th, 2001, we suffered the greatest tragedy of our nation's history. But it certainly doesn't mean we need to give up whatever we've accomplished in the past, whatever we may be working on now, or whatever we're striving to achieve in the future. It simply means we need to work together and join one another in a common goal of peace and unity. Because remember, strength rests in numbers. God bless us all, and God bless America.
Hi everyone, I'm Lewis, and I'm just here to talk about September 11th. To me, it was a day that's going to be in history throughout the rest of time, and there were so many horrible things that happened on that day, and from the stories of the handicapped people in the Twin Towers that were in wheelchairs and were not able to even get out alive because they couldn't jump. They just burned to death, and there's just things like that that just make you think a lot. It made me think a lot about living life every day to the fullest. I mean, because you never know when no one ever knows what to expect, especially on a day like that.
Hello, I'm Houston Dooms, and I'm gonna do a little rap slash poem that I wrote. So for September 11th. So just listen. Now it's time to talk about last year, September 11th. What happened that day that wasn't so pleasant? It was wrong for terrorists to crash a plane through an important building and to kill so many people and leave us with homeless children. I wonder what they did that for. But all I know is that the consequence that they chose was war. What they did was wrong, however. September 11th brought us all together just because. Right after that, everybody was showing each other love. And now we look back in memory of the people that died in the buildings and in the plane crashes. And how New York was trash and smoke, people covered with ashes. But now, we're no longer victims of terror. We live in peace. God bless America. Thank you.
Hello, I'm Justin Lickliner, and today is Wednesday, September 11th, 2002, a day that we remember what happened on September 11th of last year. America was under attack. A lot of families have been killed, like in New York City, and the Pentagon has been blown up. So a lot of airports have been delayed, and some amusement parks like Kings Dominion or Disneyland have been delayed. So they had to get security to make sure that no weapons were hidden under anyone's vehicles.
Okay. Hi, I am a resident of Charlottesville. I just wanted to express my compassion and my caring for the families of the lost people from 9/11 last year. I had first experienced a real grief period, and then it turned into anger, just really angry with these terrorists that have caused this on our land. And again, I just want to say that my thoughts, prayers go to the families of the 9/11 victims of 9/01. Thank you.
Yo, what's up? My name is Josh Minter. I'm an AHS student at Albemarle, and I wrote a little poetry for the 9/11 tragedy that happened, so here you go. So many lives it took, so many families it shook to hug someone, then they're gone the second you look. Another page in the book, but there was blood in the pen. I thought we learned from Oklahoma, but they did it again. I came to defend the human race cause there's hope. What we need is love cause we're at the end of the rope. But on a personal note, to the terrorists overseas, you can't kill our spirit, you just buckled our knees. We're ready to seize our flag and get on our feet. Ask the Lord forgiveness for thinking revenge and deceit. An eye for an eye is not one of my firm beliefs. What this world needs is a reverential dream. Cause this life we're living's gonna come apart at the seams. It's really crazy cause all these people who died were innocent. All they did was grow up as American citizens. Now this incident got America listening. Pay attention cause we need a peaceful night. And to the mourning families, everything gonna be alright. With each day brings new things, but in the words of Pac, some things will never change. Thank you.
Yo, I just like to give my blessings to all the victims' families. And, stay strong, hit the ground running. Don't let these terrorists get to you, because they don't want to go screwed over in the end, so.
And I'd just like to say something about September 11th of last year. We all grieving over it, being all sad, but the fact of the matter is we need to get over it and get on with our lives. That's all I gotta say. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Mitch Vanieres, and I'd just like to speak a little bit about the activities that are going on today that I have witnessed taking part in. I was at the Ridge Street Fire Department this morning, and it was a very moving ceremony there. And what got me particularly was that I found out that a little poster that was on my seat had been given by one of the Salvation Army kids over there. He made it. And what it was very symbolic, I thought, and it caught me by surprise. It was a 8.5 by 11 piece of paper, poster paper, and it had a little square of the stars on a blue background, just like the flag, and it had the bars, the red and white bars of the flag, but all of them were askew. The little flag, the little star representation was askew, and so was the bars of the flag itself. And I thought that was very symbolic. And this is coming out of a little kid who had an understanding of what happened a year ago. And I thought that was profound and very moving. Another moving part of that whole ceremony was when they rang the bell at the moment that the tower fell. And then it was explained that they rang the bell 5 times when the crews came back from a fire. And that was an extremely moving moment to have that 5 bells and know very well that most of the firemen didn't come back from that event. This is very emotional type of event going on today. And then at the university, there was another very moving event, more in a spiritual sense there, that brought tears to most everybody's eyes there, I think, on various parts of that speaking. So today, I think, is something for all of us to remember. I think in my own case, it's made me think about what's going on in the world, what's going on in the nation, but particularly what's going on in the individual's mind as to change our attitude about what our life is all about, how much we have to cooperate with our fellow man and work with our fellow man to make this a better world, a better country, a better community. I don't think we've done enough. I don't think it's sticking enough yet, but hopefully this will happen in the very near future, and we'll have a whole lot better world to live in. This should be the lesson coming out of the horrible events of a year ago. I want to thank you for listening to my stories about today. Thank you.
We watch movies of murder and we sense of rest. Give thanks for the murders of Chris Columbus. We kill our own and we vote for the numb. The lesser of evils and us, starring the role of victim. I wonder how we change if we can in this land. I wonder how many mountains we'd move if we band together, us privileged Americans. We pass our visions on to the next generation. We kneel to the gods of cooperation. We eat when we're full and we hoard all the rest. With our hands on remote, we say yes, we're the best. I wonder what we change in this land, 'cause we can even live Western centricity, this rampant, sadly Americans. Tied on my hands, between strangers and enemies is part of me too. For me, it's awakening Canadian. We teach our offspring for themselves, every man. We shrug our shoulders and create yet another ism. We dissuade our young from using their imagination. We avert our eyes from this our very own manifestation. I wonder what will change in this land, 'cause we can. I wonder how many mouths we fill if we band together, us awakening Americans.
Hi, my name is Frank Withers. I'm just here today to talk about my feelings about September 11th and just how it's been such a great tragedy to the United States and to all the loved ones that we've lost. And, you know, that it's just been a terrible tragedy for everyone. And, you know, we just have to look past that and go on with our lives and try to help everyone we can.
Hey, my name is Broadus Henson, and I'm a senior at Charlottesville High School. And I just want to give my thoughts, condolences, and prayers to the families who were struck by this tragic 9/11 event last year. And God bless America. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Ralph Thomas, the host of Voices. I just wanted to come up here, K-Tech, this evening to just talk a little bit about the tragedy that took place a year ago. It was a bad tragedy. The tragedy was uncalled for. It hurt a lot of people. It hurt a lot of people. I don't really think that we really know exactly what it has done. Some of the individuals who lost family members, it has separated families. It has done so much to all of us as a country. But a lot of people have been talking about, discussing, whether or not, what has it done? Has it actually brought us closer together? What has it done to us as individuals? I think when something like this happens, that for a moment, we all are in shock, that we don't know the magnitude of the feelings that it brings forth from all of us. For a moment, we were all being kind, being courteous, showing each other feelings that we've never even shown before. But here it is a year later, and I can't help but wonder, are we still understanding how valuable our life is and how vulnerable that we all are, that we can all leave this place at any given time? And it saddens me to think about the members, the family members, what they're going through, because unless we have a family member that we've lost, we can't feel the pain that they're feeling. We cannot feel that pain. Because it could have been your mother, it could have been your brother, it could have been your sister, it could have been your daughter, your son, but it was someone's child, it was someone's mother, it was someone's father. They're gone, and they cannot be replaced. And all we can do is hold on to what we do have. But, like I say, as a country, what has it done for us? When this event took place, a lot of us, again, started waving at complete strangers, started holding the door open for strangers. Has that feeling left us now? Do we feel safe because it's a year old? I don't think we should feel safe to the point where we look at one another and do not show each other common courtesy. We should all try to show love. And it's a shame that something like this brings out the love that we need to be showing to one another every day. But I just wanted to come up here and just say something, to talk to you all just for a moment, and just let you all know how I feel, and to let you all know that we need to show love to one another, not only when tragedies like this happen, every day. Every day, we as a country, we as a people, a lot of smiles are being seen. Because for a moment, we all seem to be connected. We all seem to share the same feeling just for that moment. Look like that feeling is leaving us. It's leaving us. But the individuals who lost their life, they're gone. They're gone. Just like the feelings that we had back then. It's leaving us. Our feelings are gone. I don't want to wake up thinking that it takes tragedies like this for us all to recognize that we need to pat each other on the back. We're all in this thing together. Regardless of what color you are, where you come from, what financial status you happen to be in. We're all human beings. We all can be wiped away in a matter of moments. An accident, who knew that this was going to happen? No one knew. No one knew. You saw complete strangers hugging each other. People running for their life. And we're saying, God bless America. There's nothing wrong with that. We should be saying, God bless America. But we need to be saying as well, God bless the human race in general. We need to be more aware of what can happen when there's a lot of hate in the world, regardless of whether it's coming from another country, regardless of whether it's coming from another individual, another group of people. This is the prime example of what hate can do. When you harbor hate in your heart, anything can happen. Anything can happen. So we need to try to encourage love towards our children, towards our neighbors, towards our friends. Just try to encourage love in general. And I just like to close with a note by saying, my heart goes out to everyone that's going through hard times, remembering these times. I can't really say that I can empathize, because I cannot empathize with the people who have lost family members, but I can sympathize with them. I can sympathize with them. And I can't even imagine the hurt and the pain that these individuals are feeling. We can't. We can't. But if you look into your heart and you start to think, what type of hurt and pain are you causing someone due to the hate that you may be shown? Whether it's to your child, or again, a neighbor, a co-worker, or whoever, we need to kind of like cover that up. Exchange it for some love. Put some love in your heart. Thank you very much. Just a message I wanted to say. Thank you.
9/11 are one of, it's confusing as to why somebody in an entity would want to start or create this type of situation. It's kind of bewildering as to how one would think an outcome of this type of magnitude would have a positive effect in the world and in the environment. For the will though, you have to forgive, and I forgive, but at the same point, we cannot condone those actions and violence, and we don't condone in schools, we don't condone in public, and it's something that is bewildering to the people that are trying and striving for peace and tranquility in the world. And how can we get there? By creating chaos and violence. That is a question I need to ask. How? How can we create peace from chaos? Peace from violence? I don't understand. So I asked somebody to please explain to me how we can solve this or get that accomplished with that type of anger and hostility. With peace comes love, comes forgiveness, understanding. Yes, be harsh, speak your word, don't get stepped on, but in the same sense, love each other. And if we do this, question. are we ready for it? Are we ready for peace? Are we ready? What if there was peace and unity throughout the world? What if brothers shared with each other, all race, all religion? What if? That's an amazing. I think about it sometimes, and I can't even picture it. What would it be like? So, anyways, 9/11, my heart goes out to the folks and the people who lost their lives. We have a close friend here in town who lost their brother, and so my heart goes out to them, and our family's heart goes out to them as well as others. So the questions I ask, if somebody has some answers, I would love to hear them. And just thank you, and peace, and have a great day.
The purpose of terrorism is to change our way of life, and such far they have, because we're doing things like the programming 24 hours a day about their event. So we need to get this, we need to remember them, but we need to stop talking about them all the time, because of this, the terrorists have won, because they have changed our way of life.
Hi, I'm Chris Simmons. What you've just seen is a collection of thoughts and feelings of various residents of Charlottesville and the surrounding area that were expressed to the public live on September 11th, 2002. I believe we can all learn something from everything these people have said, and it just goes to show the power of the American spirit. Thank you, and good night.